Hello, welcome back. I've got a slightly longer short story for you today, but it's still short, so don't worry. I'm just going to jump right in. It's called Cuddles Only. She needed to be specific. She knew what she wanted and it was very specific. Cuddles only. No sex, no weird feet touching, no voyeurism, no webcams. A real life human being who would embrace her, hold her, how she needed to be held. She wanted to avoid any opportunity to be tracked electronically, so she was very specific about using the newspaper. At least people who took the time to read its back pages were less likely to be members of an online population. She needed someone with a decent attention span. She needed someone kind, someone genuine. She only needed them for a short period of time. There was no one else available to her. She felt awkward asking the few people who were in her life for cuddles, the handful of colleagues and acquaintances. No friends remained, no lovers, no family members. Everyone was gone. She hadn't meant for it to turn out that way, it just had. She could manage everything else herself, the shopping, the cooking, the cleaning, the distracting, everything but the cuddling. Cuddling wasn't something she could do solo. God knows she had tried wrapping her arms around herself and squeezing as hard as she could, but there was no fooling her body. It recognised the mind attached to those cuddles. Her body knew the self-cuddles were fake, a poor substitute for the real thing. She needed to convince it she was loved outside of her portly squidgy in the middle frame. She could give good cuddles. She'd been told that. She just wasn't able to do it for herself. You're not fat, you're cuddly. She smiled at the memory of being told this, soft, warm, enveloping, like a rising dough of baking bread. Edges squeezed by a container just about holding her spreading flesh in place. Cuddly woman, 38, seeks cuddly man for cuddles only. Should she add an age? She imagined the demographic of the newspaper and felt confident that nobody below 35 would apply. What about the top end? Arthritic cuddles, frail cuddles, death-adjacent cuddles. Cuddly woman 38 seeks cuddly man 35 to 50 for cuddles only. Does she want someone younger than her? Would they be more likely to pity her? Cuddly man 40 to 50 for cuddles only. Would her age put off the pool of candidates? Cuddly woman seeks cuddly man aged 40 to 50 for cuddles only. That felt better. Her budget and letter count was limited. With more resources, she would have added no groping, no fondling, no erections. It would have to do. She could filter out candidates with a phone call, but maybe she didn't want to speak to them beforehand, or at all. Maybe she wanted them to enter her home, silently slip their arms around her, embrace, and then leave. That was all she really needed. No strings, no explanation, no justification. Cuddles only. So that was this week's story. The inspiration for this one's quite random, and if you would like to hear what that was and more about the creative process, you can head over to my Substack. The link is below. There is also the text version there if you prefer to read it yourself. Yeah, I think that's everything. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you. Thanks for watching. Take care.